Welcome guys, it's Andrew from iDB. We're going to do a little showdown here, or round up the three most popular car mounts on Amazon: the Spigen, the iOttie Easy One Touch, and the Tackform Ultra Grip. All have their pros and their cons, so which one's going to be the best? Let's go ahead and find out. So let's do a little hands-on with each of them individually. We have the Tackform here. What's really nice about here, it's super sturdy, and it probably has the widest mouth, going from 2 to 3.6 inches, so it can probably hold some of the largest phones out there. Then we have the Spigen, which has a really nice cable management system underneath, just a little spot that you can tuck your cable, makes it really handy. And then we have the Easy One Touch from iOttie. Both of these last two have that little one-touch entry thing to put your phone in, and that extendable arm, which can be good and bad. The Tackform also has the kind of crown of being the most compact and small, so if you're looking for the smallest, most compact one, Tackform is probably where you want to look. Some of the other similarities, they all have similar ways to adhere to the dash. They all have these adhesive gel pads. iOttie is by far the most adhesive out of all three, and they fixed any of the issues in the second gen version, but they all have those adhesive gel pads and suction cups to go with it, so it can attach to your mount or the window. It is important to note, most of these probably won't connect well to leather, but some of them, like the Tackform and the iOttie, do include little plates that you can mount to make it a little bit more secure before you add the adhesive in the suction cup. Both the Spigen and the iOttie come with these extendable arms, which is really handy because they can extend quite a bit. So if you have it mounted far away, some cars may be hard to mount on the dash, you need to mount on the window and you want it a little bit closer, these can definitely be a big benefit. However, with that extendable arm, you also have the downside of a little bit more wiggle, more bounce when you're driving down the road. They also all have the little ball and socket joints on the top, so you can put it vertically, horizontally, rotate it all around. Makes it really handy to adjust it to that proper position. As mentioned, both the iOttie and the Spigen models have those one-touch plates, which are very handy and very similar to one another. So the idea is they just have a big button in the back. When you put your phone into it, it'll snap into place and hold the sides. Really, really handy there. They can be a little bit loud because they do kind of snap in. They are spring loaded, but it makes it really super simple to place your phone in as well as remove it. The iOttie has a little bit bigger button, a lot bigger button on the back than the Spigen does. So the Spigen one, you can see here, just a tiny little guy. So that is a difference there. It's a little bit easier to put it into the iOttie model, but again, both of them are really super easy to use, and they can be a little bit loud if you do them on their own. So moving on to some of the differences between these three great car mounts. So first off is the Spigen model. It has that cord management built in. There's a little line underneath the bottom of the unit. Super handy to attach your cord to so it doesn't fall down. On the iOttie side of things, they have this little adjustable foot. It can move up and down as well as left and right, so you can really make sure your phone is in there and hitting the proper spot so you don't kind of drop it down too much. And of course, there's a little hole in the middle, perfect where your cable can go when you actually have it plugged in and you're driving around. The Tackform, however, is super small, which is really handy, keeps a much lower profile when it's mounted in the car. And it still does have one-handed use, even if it doesn't have that fancy little one-button, easy-use release system. I can easily put my phone in here one-handedly. It's also a lot sturdier because there is no giant arm that it has to kind of stabilize, so it is a lot more stable when you're going to be driving around, especially if you're on like a back road or country road when you're kind of bouncing around quite a bit. I guess it does technically have a little bit of setup because you have to use that thumb screw in the back to adjust the left hand side first, and then the right hand is elastic, so once you set up the left-handed side, then it's really easy to use one-handedly. Slide the left-hand side first, then pull out the right side and slide your phone in. Really easy to do. I have not had any problems with it, and it's really nice how sturdy this is compared to the other models. So do you know what would really tell us how well these do? As far as the most important part, keeping your phone held there and making sure it's really sturdy, how about a driving test? We got the Spigen on the left, the Tackform here in the middle, and the iOttie 3 on the right. Now, we are in a smooth, kind of freshly paved parking lot, so there's not going to be a bunch of potholes or bumps, but even on this very smooth road, you'll notice the Tackform does not move pretty much at all. The Spigen moves a little bit, and the iOttie move a little bit. The Spigen moves a little bit more than the iOttie. It doesn't seem to have quite as tight tolerances as far as the actual mount goes, so it does have a little bit more wiggle in there, but they are all very well. These are all the top 3 performers. That's why we are reviewing them, because they're the most popular ones on Amazon that have the best feedback. So there is wiggle. We're really getting to nitpicky here as far as the differences between them all. So the left one and the right one didn't, So if we go to actually summarize those downsides is the iOttie has that slightly more bounce when the arm is fully extended. More bounce, more extension. The Spigen problem was it didn't have as much hold. It actually fell off as I was filming a review 3 times. It could have been my surface. Again, it has fantastic reviews, so there's definitely people that it works for perfectly fine. And the Tackform, it doesn't have that really easy one-touch entry thing and the extendable arm like the others do. But if you don't need those, this might be the best option because it's most sturdy. So that pretty much sums it up. 3 great car mounts. Definitely go ahead and take your choice and let us know which one is your favorite down below in the comments. And if you'd like to pick one up, there's links below in the description. Otherwise, let us know what you think. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Till next time, it's Andrew for iDB.